Hello, hello. Hi. How are you all? Let me get rid. Okay. Feel free to come in and say hello. Say hi. We're gonna get started with free readings, paid readings, etc., in a minute. Okay, hold on. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Feel free to like the live, share out the live. That would be great. How are you all? Happy, what is it, Thursday? Happy Thursday. How is everybody feeling? Oh, hi. Hello, Cindy. How are you? All right. Oh, hi from New Mexico. Hello. I am in Colorado. How do you strengthen your ability? Which ability? It kind of depends. It's basically like a muscle. You got to put in the reps. Denver. Colorado's pretty legit. I like it. I've lived here all my whole life. It's great. So if you are just tuning in, hi, my name is Angelica from Infinite Love Healing. I am an Ascended Master Healer, an intuitive empath, a quantum creatrix, and magician. And basically those terms or those labels are here to just say, kind of speak to the breadth and the depth of the type of work that I do. I don't like to put myself in boxes or give myself too many labels because people tend to project onto that and then box me in. But I can do a lot in the spiritual realm. And yeah. Oh, you live in Colorado too? That's awesome. So I'm offering free readings here today. And if at any time you ever do feel guided to work with me one-on-one in healing work, shadow work, ancestral healing, private readings, etc., all of those, all of my offerings can be found through the link in my profile, and you can find that on my website. You can read all about me, what I do, what I facilitate, and if you even still don't understand kind of what I do or I'm capable of, you can always reach out to me with an email. Okay. So the free readings will go as follows. If you are interested in a free reading, leave your name leave a comment with your name and a question. It can be yes or no. It can be general, love, health, career, financial, etc. The only thing I do not do is pregnancy or fertility readings. It's just not my jam. That's not something, I can do it, but it's not my thing. Or you can ask for a one-card pool. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my beautiful peeps. And if you would like to skip the line, because the way that I work is I just allow my intuition to kind of go wherever is necessary. And when we work in big groups like this, whatever spirit is wanting to bring forward, it might touch or it might land or it might resonate or many people might relate to it. So the person I call on or read for, you might resonate for the same thing, and that's how spirit works. So that is kind of the way that I work, is that I just let my intuition kind of light up or resonate and pull me or guide me to who needs to be read. And if you would like to skip that, or, you know, kind of get onto the list, skip that whole process, then the donation is a minimum of 20 for readings. Okay, all the links are in my profile. And then if you do donate, you let me know in the comments so that I can honor that exchange first. And the donations exchanges are as follows. If you do want to donate the readings, so like the questions, the general, the love, etc., if you'd like to donate for a reading, that is 20. And energy work or mediumship is 33 minimum. Okay, otherwise I'm just like kind of just going through all of the different things. I'm just kind of going through and scanning the comments. So I'm going to start scanning the comments. And see who is kind of lighting up in my head. Okay, hold on. You could ask a question. If you'd like a free reading, you can leave, so you leave a comment with your name, and you can ask a question. It can be yes or no, it can be general, etc. You can ask for a 1-card pool. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Please like the live and share out the live. It really helped me immensely. And if you don't already follow me, give me a follow. And if I do pick you and I read for you, number one, let me know. I'll let you know. If we do get disconnected, or the Wi-Fi goes funky, or something starts happening, glitching, whatever, I do upload all of my my lives to my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hello. Hold on. Let me kind of adjust this. Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. This one. Ooh, Cincinnati. Hi from Denver. I was feeling Chad, I'm kind of feeling you. Will you let me know that you're still here? You can send me an emoji or just say I'm here, whatever. You asked if you should change careers. Okay, yeah, Chad's here. Thank you so much for responding. And Chad asked, should I change careers? And what I will say always before, because I'm not here to take anybody's power or tell you what to do or what, like for me, any reader that's trying to tell you what to do is essentially wanting to take your power. I'm not here to take your power. If anything, I feel like readings, you know, we're here to take whatever resonates, apply it to our life, or not. So, you know, so I'm not here to take your power or tell you what to do, but you are welcome, and I've invited to take what resonates and, you know, apply it to your life and to enrich and, you know, for the most benevolent and beneficial outcome for you. So I always want to empower everybody in their choice, okay? And I'm closing my eyes just because that helps me focus. So I'm going to focus on Chad. Changing careers. So what I get for you, Chad, is just tuning in. I actually hear the word unhappy. So one of the main questions very strongly coming up pretty prominently is, are you even happy at this job? Because I feel like there is a dissonance. It doesn't feel like you're maybe that happy at the job, or in your career right now as it stands. It doesn't feel fully aligned with your soul. Okay. Or your soul expression, or how your soul really came to express maybe in this life, but it doesn't feel like super in alignment. So, I feel like I'm going to leave it there, because there's a couple questions, to maybe reflect on from this reading. Is, are you really happy? Because there might be some surface level happiness or surface level stuff that's not allowing the deeper things to come through, and the deeper feelings come through, because it doesn't feel truly aligned with you where you are at the moment. It feels like some, so I feel like the deeper question to ask is, are you truly happy? It feels like maybe you do get some, my cat is at the door scratching to get in. It feels like there is some maybe stability, some financial security, etc. But underneath it all, where is the happiness? Where's the joy that is wanting to be expressed? Because it doesn't feel like it's fully coming through. Okay. And then I will pull a card. And you can let me know if that resonates or if it doesn't. Oh, somebody, let's see, hold on. Somebody paid. Jacqueline, will you let me know? You're gonna be up next. I'm not getting anything, which can be an indication. Oh, there it is. I get 3 of coins, doing it together, collaboration, active listening, synergy, teamwork, achieve, co-manage, co-create. This feels like, take whatever words may resonate with you, but it feels like this, or moving in this direction, feels more in alignment with what you came to do, or what's more soul aligned. That feels much more in alignment. And I don't get anything much other than that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. And Chad says it does resonate. So yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, apply it to your life. And it's always my intentions are always for people's, for you to empower yourself. And yeah, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Chad. Thank you for being here. Jacqueline paid for a reading, and I'm not seeing that you have like a certain question or anything, but I do love readings. Jacqueline, is that you? You're asking about Russell. Is that you that paid, my dear? Because I gotta know. Okay, it is you. All right. So thank you for letting me know, and thank you for writing your question down. I'm just gonna write you down so that I have you. Okay, Jacqueline, is Russell wanting to stay with me in a relationship? Okay. First of all, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. If anybody else does want to donate for a reading and skip all of the line, all of my links are in my profile, and then you gotta let me know in the comments that you've donated, okay? So first of all, let me swipe all of that. Okay. So wait, where am I at? Where are you at, Jacqueline? Okay, Jacqueline. All right, Jacqueline. I'm just going to tune into your energy, and then I'm going to tune into the connection, okay? Okay. There's several layers that come in with this, Jacqueline, with this connection. And I'm doing my best to fill into the different layers that are coming in so that I can give you like a more comprehensive relay more comprehensively what is coming through. It does feel a little wishy-washy to me. Because where this person is at, I'm actually hearing ungrounded and unstable. And that doesn't mean like mentally, it feels more maybe emotionally, feeling maybe like a lot of different things coming up, not quite sure how to navigate emotionally, maybe very adeptly. I feel like we're all figuring out how to navigate mental wellness, emotional wellness, and becoming more adept and more literate with those kind of terms and with that energy. So it feels like that person is in that space. And that feels like it leads into that other layer of like kind of half in, half out, not sure. Like I do want stability. I do want a partner. Also at the same time, not quite sure if this is right for me, because he's still feeling like, it feels like when I tune into this person's energy, it feels like I don't quite know who I am. I'm not quite connected to maybe my values completely, and this is very common for a lot of people, for most people that I do tune into. But not always. But this person does feel very kind of like, eh. So there feels like that adds to a disconnect within the relationship. Maybe not quite always being there or being present in the present moment, because there's these other aspects that need to be reckoned with, that need to be reconciled, this other energy that actually needs to be present with. And it feels like they're not giving themselves the space in order to be present with those emotions, with those thoughts, with those old beliefs, with those old wounds, etc. Whatever it is that's coming up, it feels like there's quite a lot there that needs to be like reckoned with dealt with, that's not quite being dealt with. And so it's playing into this like wishy-washy type of energy. Does this make sense? If it doesn't make sense, that's okay too. But it feels very and so it doesn't feel fully committed to me, to be honest. Okay. Just want to see. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. He has been lately, and me too lately. He also says he just likes to do single things. Yeah. There's a how do I explain this? So we all have like different aspects within ourselves. We have an inner child, we have an inner saboteur, we have an inner this, and like we have all of these different aspects of ourselves. And if we haven't quite like maybe played out some of those lower desires, some of our lower the lower desires, we haven't played out those things. Sometimes we might get into a relationship and we're still like, we're not fully committed because we haven't fully gone through all of these experiences that we maybe need to experience first in order to get really clear in who the fuck we want to be and who the fuck we are. Okay. And so that feels kind of like similar to where he's at. So it's like, I want to do single things. He's very, very wishy-washy. Like, I want to be here, but there's parts of him that don't want to be there. Okay. That want to do, like you said, the single things, but also that haven't quite figured out where he is, who he wants to be, what he's actually in alignment with, because he still needs these other experiences. Okay. And it does feel like that could potentially lead to some relationship issues, whether it's infidelity, whether it's just, blowing you off. It feels like it can lead to some potential issues in the relationship, to be honest. Okay. And so therein kind of lies your answer. Yeah, it's a yes and a no. There's aspects of him that very much do want to, and there's aspects of him that he's not quite maybe paying attention to that are like, no, I don't want to be in this right now. I don't really even know who I am. I need to figure myself out first. And yet he's not quite, it's there, but he's not quite listening to those aspects, if that makes sense. And so therein, I feel guided to bring it back to you of like, what do you want? What kind of partner do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? What are your values? Does this person align to those values? And so I would redirect the question to you of what do you want? Okay. Because we always want to take it back to empowering the self and recognizing your own choice in the situation. Because I totally get and I understand, I validate completely what you're saying here, what you're asking here of like, does this person want to be in a relationship with me? Well, I'm gonna turn it back on you and say, what do you want? What are your values? What kind of relationship do you want? What do you deserve? What are you worthy of? Because you're worthy of, my dear, let me tell you, you're worthy of having a partner that's present, that is going to love you and treat you like the person or the queen or the goddess or whatever it is, whatever term that you resonate with, to treat you like you matter and honor you and be present with you, just as you would give to them. Okay. And you did say something about, kind of where you're at, kind of in and out, and it's kind of reflecting his energy. It does feel like there's also some things within you that are wanting to be more healed, pay attention to, awareness, like some old emotional wounds that keep attracting this type of partner in your life that's kind of half in, half out. So it's also about self-awareness of like, where are you maybe not feeling worthy of, feeling worthy and deserving of a partner, of a person, or of your own love that, of just love in general that is uplifting, that is present, that is honoring, that is sacred, that is whatever it is that you want from that, that is that. Okay. So therein lies your answer. That's what I feel. Okay. I'm just going to kind of check in to see. Okay. The other layer to this, the last thing that is coming in with this is like relationship with self first. When you put your relationship with yourself first, then you start treating yourself the way a partner would. You start being good to yourself. You meet your own needs. If you can put yourself first and your relationship with yourself first, that will raise the bar on the caliber of person that you're actually attracting. Okay. So there's that. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I encourage you and invite you to apply whatever resonates to your life, okay? So that you can get the most from this reading. Yeah, that's all I get. That's all I get. Let me know how that resonates. Hi, Jillian. How are you, my dear? It's nice to see you in here again. Okay, I haven't seen. I know I do close my eyes because it helps me focus. Because if I sit here and I look at all of the comments, then it unfocuses me. Jillian says, "Oh, girl, let's just say things come out in the wash." Yeah, they definitely do. Okay, so I'm going to begin to start scanning the comments again. If anybody has paid for a reading, let me know. So free readings. Jacqueline says it was on point, really. So definitely thank you for allowing me to read for you. And just really what my readings are is a lot of times they're just confirmation of what you already know, is what I'm finding. And perhaps the reading therein is therefore a permission slip for you to, proceed with, whatever, or, give yourself permission to make certain decisions. You know what I mean? So be empowered. Always be empowered. If you don't have to listen to me, but, it does sound like it resonates, and, take it or leave it. And I love you. All right. So if you do want a free reading, like I was saying, leave a comment with your name. It could be yes or no question, just a question in general. It could be a general love, etc. Or you can just ask for a 1-card pool. And if you do want to skip the line, because there's no real line, I just kind of allow my intuition to guide me to whoever I feel Spirit's calling me to read. If you do want to skip all of that and donate, donations are a minimum of 20 for readings. All the links are in my profile, and then you let me know when when you've donated. And then if you want a reading, the reading is 20 minimum. And if you're looking for energy work or mediumship, that is 33 minimum. And I've actually raised that from free to 33 because it takes quite a bit of energy to do that. Not that I needed to explain myself, but I figure that's I will just say that. Okay. So I'm going to scan the comments. Also, while I'm scanning comments, know that there are several fake accounts that I believe are just bots, but they are soliciting people for readings, asking for money, etc., etc., etc. Know that I will never do that. This is my only account. I will never do that. They're even using my videos, but I can't personally report them because they've blocked me. So if you are contacted or followed by this account, know that I don't follow many people. Number one. And number two, I will never solicit or message you directly for a reading. Like I don't, it feels icky to me. So I will never do that. Okay. So just know, please report those accounts. And just do your due diligence to empower yourself and know who's real and who's not. That's all I got to say about that. As it thunders here. Okay. Barrett, I'm actually feeling you. Is that your name or is that the person's name? Let me know if you're still on the live, because I'm like, I was way back in the comments. So if anybody is looking for, yeah, it is. It's storming here. I love it. If anybody is looking for mediumship, please know that that requires donation. Okay, so it is your name. Sweet, thank you for letting me know. If anybody is looking for mediumship, looking to connect with lost loved ones, not lost loved ones, but pass on loved ones, please know that it does require because it takes quite a bit of energy, and yeah. Okay, so Barrett, it does, right? Okay, so Barrett, you said, should I cut him off completely? I'm just going to connect to your energy. And then I'm going to connect to the connection. Okay. I'm going to say this as delicately as I can. But when I connect to the connection, it feels like, why would you allow someone to treat you this way? And I don't want to come from a shaming place or a judgment place at all. Please know that. But it's like, you deserve it. Like, girl, like, I don't know if you are actually like a woman or a girl, you know what I mean? I don't know, but it feels like, girl, like, you deserve better. Because this person is treating you. I'm not getting, like, I don't, when I tap into a connection, I don't see like maybe as far as maybe people think, but I do get like senses, and this connection feels very, very unhealthy. I will admit it. It feels very unhealthy. And again, I'm definitely not here to take your power or tell you what to do. If anything, I want to empower you to be empowered in your choice and taking responsibility for that choice to make that change or whatever in your life. Okay. But feeling into the connection, this person feels very, I want to say disconnected. Feels very disconnected from themselves and other people. Like, there's like almost a lack of consideration for other people. Like, we don't have to constantly people please, but there is a balance between consideration for others and while not abandoning the self. And this feels very lacking consideration, acknowledgement, respect for other people, and this feels not the greatest, like not the greatest connection. So, however, I will say that it's actually mirroring something within you that that they're taking. Like, your guides are like, we gotta bring it back to you, okay? Because my readings are usually are typically going to be about self-awareness and empowerment. All right. So bringing it back to you, it does feel like there is like an old wound that is attracting this type of person in your life. And it's a lack of value, like feeling like not fully valuing yourself, not fully recognizing, not fully acknowledging, not fully feeling that you are valued, or that because it feels like maybe you weren't valued, or you were undervalued, or you were devalued as a kid, as a child. Oh, excuse me. When I burp, that's typically me tapping into, the block or the energy that's there. So it feels like there's a big thing around value that has affected self-esteem, that has affected self-worth, and therefore has affected confidence and knowing like you deserve better, that you deserve more, that you deserve the world, that you are valuable, that you are likable, that you are lovable, and that you can you're worth having someone acknowledge you and respect you and consider you, right? It's not like a one-sided thing. So there's a balance there of you considering yourself, you knowing your own worth, and doing the things for yourself. And if another person comes in, they could be the cherry on top. That's kind of like what I like to say is like, you know, we can be good on ourselves on our own. And if somebody else comes in to share in that joy, this is the cherry on top. It's the icing on the cake. It's a bonus. It's not this thing that is, a lot of people use relationships to fill the void of love that they weren't given as a kid. So then we take all of our emotional baggage into relationships, unfortunately and fortunately, because it's how we learn. It's one of the ways in which we're learning. We don't have to learn through drama and through pain and through suffering, but is one of the ways that we are currently learning and exploring. We can also learn through joy, but a lot of us, because we're in a big transformation on this planet, we're learning how to come out of that. Okay. So it just feels like you have some emotional wounds and some emotional baggage that you take into that. The people that you attract, they're reflecting that wound within you that doesn't feel valuable, that doesn't feel like they have a lot of self-esteem, that doesn't feel confident. It feels like typically you might attract that type of person that might put you down, that might walk all over you, that might take your kindness for weakness type of thing. That's kind of what I get for you, my dear. And so therein lies your answer. Do you want that type of relationship? You know, that's for you to decide for yourself. If it were me, I'd be like, nope, I deserve better. And I'm going to even tell you, you deserve a whole lot better. But that's what I get for you. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to disconnect. Okay. Let me know how that resonates. Barrett says lack of consideration. Childhood was bullied. Dad cheated on and left mom. Okay. So you're playing out those same wounds and those same patterns, because all we are really is a pattern of energy. And when we're in early developmental stages in our childhood, even from the womb, even from conception, we're still feeling and steeped in that energy, in that energetic environment. So we're still somehow steeped in those energetic patterns. And a lot of these are very unconscious. So as we go forward and we gain more consciousness, we gain more self-awareness, these patterns become pushed down into the subconscious, and we don't even realize we're playing them out a lot of the times. So there's, so it feels like that you're actually playing a lot of those out. You're so welcome. Someone, Rose. Okay. Is that you, Rose? T-Rex? Is that you? For a card reading. Okay. Thank you for the donation. Rose, my dear. Okay, so who is, wait, hold on. Is this, oh, so I have two people. I have actually two people. So I have Kimberly and then I have Rose. And I don't see who, let me see actually. They actually look like they came in at the same time. So I'm going to take it as we did, as I wrote it. And I put Rose first because that's who I saw first. And then Kimberly, I take it you want mediumship? Or are you wanting energy work? I seen that, Rose. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, energy. You want energy healing? Okay, for depression, fatigue. Okay, energy healing. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Okay, so Rose, was there anything particular? She's like, oh, mediumship. Well, let me know. Let me know which one. Oh, okay. So Rose, you sent 20 for. Okay, I'm getting you guys confused. So energy work and mediumship is 33 minimum, Rose. So let me know if you'd like just a reading, or if you want me to refund that, or if you want to send the remainder to get energy work. And then Kimberly, you're saying mediumship, right? Oh my gosh, I'm all confused here. Mediumship. Okay. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we gotta block some people's. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So I don't do any kind of pregnancy, fertility, or like conception type of readings. It's just not my jam. Give Rose. Oh, okay. Well, she already did it. She already did it. It's all good. Let me know what you want, Kimberly. She already did the thing. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you that. Yeah, I know. Okay. Mediumship is basically when I connect to spirit and bring in whoever is in your spirit team, mostly like past loved ones. So basically connecting to past loved ones that might want to come in and give you a message. Sometimes they come in and give you, they want to bring in like energy work or messages of healing. And that's why I actually upped it from free to 33, because it takes quite a bit of work to, of energy to actually like facilitate something like that. Okay, so you do want mediumship. Cool. We're good. We're all on the same page. Rose, you said you wanted healing. Okay. So for depression, it feels like we're going to actually do a bit of a clearing, tuning into you. So Rose, you're first. Kimberly, you'll be next. Okay. Yes, I am able to do that. I am able to, Trying to Function asked, I like that name. I like that. My cat just passed yesterday. Are you able to connect with animals to see if she crossed over? Yes. That would actually count as mediumship. Yeah, I am though. Okay. Rose, my dear, are you ready? So we're going to go into healing mode and energy work. So if anybody else would like to, hold on, wait, what's going on? If anybody else would like to receive the spillover, there's always a spillover. You're welcome to be open to that. And if you're not, you can either scroll off of the live or just like say simply like, no, I'm not, and you keep watching. But typically if you're in the space, you're going to feel something. So there's that disclaimer. Okay, Rose is ready. Okay, Rose, so I'm going to tune into your highest self. This is always facilitated by your highest self. And I just want you to begin by taking some deep breaths. Put the phone down where you can see it, but like you're not holding it, okay? This is, your highest self's already talking, like put the phone down and like free. Because we're gonna do a pretty, really quick, but extensive clearing, okay? So just take some deep breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I'm going to call your highest self in. This is always for the highest good of all of yourself, as well as all, that are here. No harm is done. No energy is taken unless it is freely given. And we always work within the highest integrity and with the highest respect and regard to divine will of free will and choice. Okay. So continue to take those deep breaths for me. And I want you to just center your focus on your heart. Keep focusing on your heart, taking those deep breaths. Sehela umahaya, eshaku wahaya sanata. Hiala hasad nhoase. Showile hase hasa ihanata tagoya sitatianata wah. Khalea sata no to huase ketiata to hasata mukhahia sekata to asanda si sele hoasa sikoase isishuana hiata ti ho hala sekatu wasina to hasana to. Good. Continue to take those deep breaths and continue to focus on the heart, because we're working with a lot of the heart energy. Clearing out some of the meridians in your physical body are actually kind of stopped up. So we're going to help facilitate some of that clearing. With the addition of this, with the conclusion of this, when we're done here, I'm feeling very much guided and to invite you to drink a lot of water afterwards to help flush out your system, especially the lymphatic system. Okay. Eleawesen ha yas anatku uelehia heseshias. Hianatoi esekiate natuhu aka asaketia nohua. So we're kind of piercing the layers of heaviness. We're going to help lift. We're going to help lift as much as we can. With this, there's always also the invitation to, dive into, shadow work, belief work, when you're ready to come to it, because there's quite a bit of heaviness, like old beliefs, old wounds that are causing a lot of this. Okay. So we can only do so much. We can't do all of the work for you. We can help facilitate, lifting, clearing, etc., so that you can become clear and start to take action and, have a greater understanding of maybe what's going on. At the same time, This is always about empowerment of the self and self-awareness, and that can only be created within. Okay, so just just sticking that in there as a reminder. Okay. So what we were doing, it feels like, is we were creating a bit of room, clearing some stuff around the heart in order so that the heart can kind of expand and so that there can be like some greater resonance with the mind and coherence with the mind. That's the word that I was looking for, coherence. Because the heaviness of what you're labeling as depression, it's creating dissonance between the mind and the heart. And it's shutting the heart down. Okay, so we're lifting, we're helping to lift and clear a lot of this distortion. And there seems to be stuff like gunk in your field that's not yours, that's kind of, because of the heaviness, it's kind of latched on. It's a normal thing that happens, you know, if we feel like, you know, sometimes if we feel sad or if we're in maybe a bad mood, sometimes we can go out into public and other stuff can kind of stick onto us, therefore amplifying, perhaps intensifying the spiral that we might already be in, or adding to and then creating a spiral effect, like a downward spiral. So we're clearing some of that as well. So just continuing to take those deep breaths. And now just allow yourself to feel into your body. It doesn't have to be specifically your heart, but just focus within your body and any sensations you might be feeling. Okay. Without trying to judge it or attach meaning, just loosely placing your awareness on any sensations within the body. Creating some space within the throat, within that energy center, and clearing some mistruths, some lies that aren't yours, so that you can, with greater clarity, understand what's yours, what's your truth, and what's maybe others. Okay, so right now we're going to call in pure source consciousness. We're going to call in, what I'm actually seeing is like a rainbow white light, whatever color appears to you, that's fine, that's great. Go with that. This is just what I see, so that's what I'm saying. Some rainbow white light from pure source consciousness. I just want you to open up your crown. Our crowns are typically always open, but I just want you to consciously open up your crown and receive that now. Receive that pure source consciousness in through your crown, and I want you to see it going down into your forehead and your third eye, your eyes, your cells, your brain, your ears, your face, your nose, your mouth, your teeth, everything on an energetic level into the physical level, penetrating into your physical cells, down into your throat, and down into your neck and your shoulders, your arms, your hands, down into your heart, down your back, down into your solar plexus, your sacral, your stomach, your womb, down into the lower back, the sides of your body, down into the pelvic bowl, the genitals, the hips, down into the legs, to the knees, to the lower legs, the shins, the calves, the feet, and then the toes. And I want you to see that pure source consciousness running right through you, piercing and every layer of your being, energetic into physical, until your physical is like energetic again. It's all energetic, but piercing every layer, penetrating every layer. And as that source consciousness moves through you, it's going to also move into the earth, into the center of the earth. And we're going to ask Pachamama, we're going to ask Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, to take what no longer serves you, letting all of that heaviness drain, and keep breathing those deep breaths. Just allow that to drain all of the heaviness, all of the sadness. And intending that you receive clarity, understanding. Why am I in this space? What is it that I need to learn about myself? What gift is here for me? So that from these underworlds, I may take the diamond, I may glean the diamond that I am here for. And just letting all that drain. While all of that drains, we're going to ask also Mother Earth to replenish you. So asking Mother Earth, like just inviting that earth energy, that mother, that divine mother energy to flow up through your feet, into your legs, right? Into your hips and your stomach, all the way into your being, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your head, flowing up into you, replenishing you, restoring you. Giving you whatever medicine it is that you need. Is it compassion? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it tough love? Are there some tough truths that you need to hear? Just pay attention to what comes up. Okay, so now we're going to finish. While all of that is doing all the things, we're going to finish up here. We're going to weave with all of the energies of the earth and of source. So of the mother and the father, literally. So taking in some of those deep breaths again. If your breathing has turned shallow, so this energy is going to continue to run for the next 24 hours, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so we're going to intend for that to run for your highest and best good. And whenever it needs to stop, it's going to stop. Your highest self is going to facilitate all of that. And we're going to like wrap it all up by, I'm going to cocoon you. Wrap you in a cocoon of light so that you may receive while you are encircled, enclosed in this sanctuary. Receive whatever clarity, whatever understanding, whatever gem or diamond it is that you are here to glean, that you receive that. So taking some deep breaths, you might feel a little lightheaded, you might feel a little out of your body, but I'm going to invite you now to come back into your body and take your time with this. There's no rush. You don't have to pick up the phone or anything like that. Take your time coming back to your body. Come back in your own timing. And we're just going to kind of finish this off with a little bit of like a closing prayer, you could say. May this serve you in the highest and best good, or in the highest and best way, for your highest and best good. In aligning, in your own alignment, in your own embodiment of your highest potential, as you choose it, as you remember who you are, and as you will it from your own choice. Okay. All right. While I come back to Earth, that was a lot. Take your time, Rose, in coming back. Whew. And Jennifer asked, how much is healing? A healing there's my donation. 20 is 20 for readings if you want to skip the line. That's a minimum, and then 33 for energy work and or mediumship. Okay. Okay, so Megan, I got you on the list, my dear. Let me know what you want, because I haven't. Oh no, I did. Oh, you just wanted a reading, Megan? Or did you want, was it mediumship? Rose says that was a lot. Thank you. I feel lighter and protected. Yeah, there was a lot. So Rose, I would actually recommend, again, I'm going to remind you, drink a lot of fucking water, because that was a lot. Maybe even eat something to help you ground. I'm even feeling super lightheaded right now. And then maybe even get yourself like a little card or a notebook or a journal to write down any insights that come in, because it feels like there might be some inspiration or some messages that might come in while you're in this space. Okay, so those are just some offerings. You don't have to do it, but those are my offerings to you. Okay, thank you so much for that energetic exchange. I really appreciate it. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so yes. All right, I got you, Megan. Okay, yes, I do offer free readings. However, all of my paid readings go first. So I typically do free readings and kind of go in where I'm intuitively called. But when someone pays for a reading or donates for a reading, I honor those first. So if you would like to skip the line, it's always a donation of $20 minimum for a reading. But it's, and all my links are my profile. You got to let me know if you do donate. And then the donation exchange is 20 for readings and 33 for energy work or mediumship. Okay. Okay, Kimberly, my dear, are you here? But typically they are free. You can ask for free. And if I don't have any others that I'm doing, then they are free. You can ask for free. Okay, Kimberly's free. You said mediumship. I already feel it coming in. Okay. All right, Kimberly, thank you so much again for the donation. I appreciate it. She said that the healing was beautiful. What the hell? Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. So whoever received that or received like the spillover from that, whew, drink some water. I highly recommend drinking some water. Okay. And this is what I do. This is the type of healing work or just work in general that I do. When we come into a space, you can bring your intentions, you can bring whatever, we can work organically from there. Even if you don't know, or if you don't, or even if you don't know or I don't know, I always trust the highest self always knows what to bring in. And that's why I don't like to put myself in boxes and be like, I'm this, I'm that. So, because the highest self will always bring stuff in. So if you did miss it, you guys are so welcome. If you did miss it, I will have that on my YouTube channel later today. Because I did not. I didn't even do yesterday's. I didn't download or upload yesterday's. So I will do both yesterday's and today's tonight. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, Kimberly. So you're talking about, you said, you're so welcome. Okay, I'm tuning into Kimberly now. This is why I close my eyes. Because when I look at the comments, I'm like, ooh, I feel pulled all in 20 different directions at once. Okay. Kimberly, tuning into you, I actually feel presence to my left. Left will typically indicate female energy. So before I go a little bit deeper, just know that everybody's gifts kind of manifest differently. And so typically, what will come through is, any kind of information that they might want to bring forth through, as well as sometimes they do bring healing, sometimes they bring healing messages. So it can be an eclectic mix. So just remain open. The more open that you can be, the more receptive that you can be, it typically allows them to bring forth more, is what I found. So there's that, okay? There's that invitation. So again, I have this lady to my left. It feels more like an aunt vibe. Okay, this might sound a little weird. It's like an aunt vibe that might have felt like a mom or a mother. Is this motherly or sisterly? It feels is I'm trying to figure this out. So let me know how this resonates, okay, Kimberly, because it definitely feels feminine, definitely a feminine energy, but I'm getting like aunt and maybe motherly, sisterly. Does that make sense to you? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, all of those links are in my bio, my dears. It can be Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and then you let me know. Okay, so Kimberly says yes. Okay, as long as you understand that, that's all that matters. Okay, this is the person that's coming through. Okay, and I've found it doesn't typically matter to name them. As long as you know who this person is or who's coming through, that's all that matters, because it's really the message and the benefits, the potential benefit that you can receive from it. Sometimes we get stuck in like, oh, this person or like the names or the little details, and it's like, whoa. It's more like take a step back and receive the greater potential of what's there. Okay, so as long as that makes sense to you, I'm good. So this person is here. I'm just going to listen for a second and see what comes through. With this, I get like a very chill vibe. Again, like I said, motherly, sisterly, more like an aunt though. But I get a very chill vibe, a very peaceful vibe. So as I'm feeling into this, what I'm doing is trying to discern if this is coming from this person or if this is how this is relating to how they want me to kind of like relay the information. But it feels like, oh, okay, thank you for that. All right. So it's like I'm at peace. If there was ever a question, it's like I'm at peace. Peaceful, I'm chill, I'm good. There's if there was any worries about my well-being or where I was, or if I was maybe stuck, or if I had made it, etc. If I had made it, I'm good. I'm good. I'm at peace. Okay. With that, we're going to put the emphasis, or we're going to redirect the energy to you, or redirect the focus to you. And it's like how I kind of feel it coming through is I'm here with you. There is a sense of guidance. There is a sense of like I'm putting in work on in spirit, or on the other side, as sometimes we like to call it or refer to it as, helping you. Okay. There is also acknowledgement of a special bond between you and this person. I keep feeling like close, close, close. Is that something that makes sense to you? Is that something that resonates with you? Is that something that like makes sense to you? And they're having me stop there until I get your answer. My mother's we grew up together. Oh, okay. So I'm actually reading for Kimberly right now, and this is mediumship for her. And okay, and yes, okay, we were very close. Okay, all right. So this is to just bring in more acknowledgement and validation of this is who we're talking about. Okay. All right. All right. So since we've established that, there is now this we're going back. They're taking me back into the matriarchal lineage, or the matriarchal. I don't know how you say it. The matriarchal lineage. They're taking me through this mother line. Okay. Okay, hold on, slow down. There is deep healing to be. Okay, this is gonna come in a lot of different directions. Okay, there's deep healing to be received right now. Yes, in this moment, but also in this kind of like cycle we're currently in. And I feel like this line of women going back, like past 7 generations. I actually hear the number 18. I don't know if that's actually the number, but that's the number that I hear, so I'm just going to relay it. But it's a long way back. And they're bringing this through this message of feminine embodiment, feminine empowerment. Circling feminine empowerment. And that doesn't necessarily mean women, just the feminine energy, okay? Because we all have masculine, feminine energy that resides within us. We all have a different balance of those two energies. And so what they're bringing forth is a feminine empowerment, that feminine energy. The other thing that I hear with this is rise of the feminine. So they're saying that there's a lot of healing coming to you through this lineage. If that's something that you wish and choose to tap into for yourself, they're like, hey, we're here. You can connect to us, and we're here to support you. They already are, but with your conscious recognition and acknowledgement and your conscious choice to come to them and say, hey, this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm choosing to do. I tell you, I feel it fast and furious. It gives me chills, to be honest. So that is there as well. That's a choice. There's an invitation there to tap into the healing that they want to bring, because it feels like I don't know if this is what it is, but it could be something similar to like all of this line of women. I don't know if they were witches or if they were just magical beings, but they are showing me / telling me about the nature of that the magic of the feminine and it flowing through the feminine line. And typically a lot of witches or natural born witches that flows through that matriarchal line. So they're bringing that forth through that. So whatever way that resonates for you, that's what they're showing me and having me relate now. Okay. And then they're circling again feminine empowerment. Part of your empowerment is to embrace your magic, embrace your nature, your wild woman, your all of the aspects that make you you, to embrace them. That's part of what makes you magical. Of course, the caveat here is when you're ready, okay? Or, you know, like just to put a preface with that is like when you're ready. You know, if you're ready now, then whenever it's like when you're ready. It's not a forced thing. It's just relaying the information of like, here's what's available to you. We have this long line, long ass line of magical ass women that are supporting you. Okay? Because they have they have me keep pointing. It's way the heck back there. It's, I would say, at least 18 generations back. And that's a long time. You know, that gives me chills, chills on my legs. Just tapping into this energy. It's very primal. It's very wild. It's very powerful. Okay. So that's available to you when you are ready, when you're ready and willing to step into that. Okay. So I would say this is the main message that they want to bring to you today. The other message is like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. I'm here. I'm cool. I'm here. Not I'm cool, but like, I'm good. I'm good. There's no need to worry about me. Okay. Again, they're focusing on you because you're here in physical form. And they're acknowledging that you are the bridge between heaven and earth. You being in physical form are the bridge. There's something very magical about that. And sure, a lot of us don't want to be here. There's sometimes a lot of resistance to being in form and feeling whatever way towards that. So there might be some stuff, like some old resistance or wounds around that to like explore. So there might be something around that. However, they're acknowledging and making reference to you being in form and that being the bridge to heaven and earth. Okay. And it's like kind of like they want that to sink in. No pressure though. No pressure. Just sitting with all of that information and understanding there is this very divine and divinely guided power like surging through your matriarchal line. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of tune in and see if there's anything else. That actually feels like, yeah, that feels like it. They're like, we're gonna let they want to let you sit with that. And you can tap in, you know, connect, because it feels like there's a lot of information available to you just through this lineage. just through you being you and wanting to connect. Okay, so it feels like we're gonna leave it there. She's like, know that I'm good. You don't need to worry about me. She's there with all of I almost hear it like, I'm here with all my girls and we're here supporting you because you are the magician here in form. Okay, you're the magician. They might be support, but you're the magician. Okay. Okay. Whew. That was a lot. Let me see if I can figure out a way to relay this. It feels like what they're actually leaving you with is bringing forth energy. It feels like they're moving energy to you. And it's also moving through me, and it's making me really hot. And it's not here. It's not hot here today. So yeah, it's making me quite hot in my body. So let's see, just receive that for a moment. If that's something that you're open to, my dear. Feeling the power within you and knowing that power is always there, has always been there, will never leave you, no matter who convinces you that it's not there or convinces you to give it to them or tries to force you or dominate you or control you in any kind of way. That power is always there. You simply have to claim it. You simply have to acknowledge it. You simply have to honor it. It's always there. It never leaves. It can never be taken from you. Okay, with that, I'm going to let you sit with that because that's quite a bit of energy. Sit with that as long as you need to, my dear Kimberly. And I'm just going to give myself some time to come back out of it because that was like a lot. It was quite a bit. I didn't expect them to like be like. So I'm just going to give gratitude and thanks. Okay. Whew. I'm quite hot now. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. Oh, Kimberly says, so thank you. Who was that? Who was that, Kimberly? If you don't mind sharing. I think you did say something. If you can't find the Cash App, it's in the link in my profile, and you just scroll all the way down, and you'll find Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, etc. I don't know if you're still there. I have been finding my spirituality. I can't comment. It's okay. It's totally okay. You are totally good. You do not have to share anything. But I truly appreciate the opportunity So thank you. That was a lot. I do have witches in my Scottish bloodline. Yeah, they were like, there's a whole lot of us. And whew, let me tell you, the power within that bloodline, holy shit. Holy shit. Like it gives me I don't know if you could see that, but it gives me goosebumps to even like, ugh, it's crazy. I also have two deities calling upon me. Yeah, well, there's a lot. There's a lot. But that was, I'm glad that's, I hope that's exactly what you needed. It's always my intention. um, Healings always come with a donation because they do take so much energy to do that. So it's always a 33 minimum donation, okay? But free readings, but I do offer free readings. You know, if you do want a free reading, leave a comment. I do have one more person. Megan, are you still here, my dear? Whew. I do have one more person that paid for mediumship, of course. Okay. All right. Let me get some water. That was a lot. Kimberly says, I needed that confirmation. Yeah, a lot of times I feel like that's what it is spirit is just here to, people like me or people who are conduits are just here to really give like a confirmation of things that you already know. But maybe you haven't taken action, or maybe you're doubting yourself for whatever reason, and we're just here to give you confirmation. Okay. All right, so Megan is here. Megan, you said mediumship. Okay, so I want to tune into your energy, Megan. One second. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, Megan, we're going to tune into you. No, over here. Okay. All right. When I tune into your energy, Megan, I feel like I have a masculine presence. It's to my right. That always indicates to me masculine energy. Okay. It does feel very, let me tune in a little bit deeper to see kind of what else comes through. But initially it feels masculine. Okay. I'm being taken to my head. Still trying to figure out what this is, but I feel the back of my head. I don't know if this is this person saying, hey, like, this is me. And it's a reference to something that happened before death. But I keep feeling my head is involved. Is this something that would make sense to you? If not, that's okay. Let me know, because then that will help me to like discern where I'm going. But masculine presence, and then I'm taken to the head. I don't know if it's a head injury or a head trauma or a head something with the head. The way that you actually get on the list is you donate. However, I do also do free readings when I'm not doing pay readings. Let me know, Megan. Sometimes I need the people that I do mediumship for, I need you to be able to like confirmate and validate. Could be brother. Okay. Could be brother or dad. Okay. So we have a little bit, so it might make sense. Okay. All right. Would either of them have had a head trauma or a head injury or something having to do with the head before they passed? Because I keep feeling my head and I need to have like maybe a confirmation before this, because I have a literal pain in my head right now. Doesn't it feel good? Okay. All right. Both, actually. They both felt okay. All right. Thank you for that confirmation. That actually relieved some of it. Thank you. I actually feel, wait. So is this, I feel like I want to say brother more than dad. I thought I was going to say dad more than brother. It does feel like they're both present in some capacity. Um, okay. I just keep getting reference to the back of my head. Okay. It actually feels on the same level as you. So that would, to me, that would indicate brother. So we're wanting to highlight brother energy right now. Let me just kind of listen. Okay. There is a reference to helping sis is literally the words that I hear. Helping sis. Pardon the way that this comes out. Okay, but this, I'm just going to say it the way it comes out. Helping sis get her shit together. And it actually feels like more of a reference to maybe what you might say about yourself, not necessarily about what they have to say about where they're at, you know, like almost passing judgment on your life. It feels like something more like what you might say about yourself. But it feels like a very lighthearted, jokey energy of like, helping sis get her shit together. And so there's an acknowledgement around that, okay? Just so you know. Um, okay. After the joke, it's like, okay, in a little bit more of a serious manner, they are there on the other side to me, it feels like helping navigate. It feels like there's a lot of twists and turns, such as life, right? So it feels like, oh, helping to turn a corner, helping to navigate, okay, go this way. So it feels very directional. There's also another reference around like having good navigational systems of like, you know how men might talk about like how they have a good sense of direction? There's kind of a reference to that. It's kind of like in a joking, lighthearted manner of like, we have a good sense of direction. We're guiding. We're helping guide. Okay. Makes me laugh. Yeah. Besides that, I'm not getting a whole lot. It doesn't quite feel like they came to bring a lot of information. Is that right? Okay. I almost get like men a few words type vibe, if that makes sense to you. Um, like we didn't, like almost like they're coming in as like we didn't come in to bring a whole lot of information. We wanted to like confirm, hey, we're here. helping to navigate the twists and turns in life, and helping, as you might refer to it, getting your shit together. They don't see it like that, but that's how I feel them referencing that for you. Okay. Does this land, does this make sense to you so far, my dear? Megan, does this make sense? Okay. I can't remember. Okay, me. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Just makes sense. Just making sure. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on one second. Reese. Oh no, Reese. Let me know. Are you saying you paid? If you are, let me know how you paid so I can check it. Oh, Jennifer. Where did you pay from? Cash App? Let me check. Yes, I did receive it. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. So back to not Kimberly, Megan. Thank you for the confirmation, Megan, because I feel like they wanted to create a connection and create like a confirmation first. Now we're going to move on to the next part of it. Okay. They're making reference to wounded masculine energy that admittedly is the word that they use. They both had, and because your father had it, he also passed some of that on to you. It was like wounded masculine. And wounded masculine energy can show up as toxic masculinity. It could show up as passive, or not non-assertive masculine energy, not confident masculine energy. Okay, so it could show up in a lot of different ways, but they're just making reference right now for the moment to wounded masculine energy. Okay, and this is what they're helping on the other side, or in spirit, you navigate. And they're also doing work on this on a soul level of healing that wounded masculine energy, because there's also reference to going through a life review and seeing maybe where they weren't showing up in that like divine masculine energy, where it was more wounded and it showed up in some kind of way, and it created imbalanced dynamics between masculine and feminine energies. Does that make sense? That's how it's coming through. Okay, so they're making reference and highlighting and like circling this wounded masculine energy. This is why they're coming through. Okay, or this is part of why they're coming through today. Okay. They're kind of just reiterating of like helping you navigate life, having had experiences that created the imprinting of wounded masculine energy. Okay. 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 Let me see if I can translate this accurately. They're making reference to these times that we're living in. They're very transformational, they're very transitory, transitionary. Very, we're going through a massive transition, and they're highly transformative, especially for the masculine collective, anybody identifying as man, or just or just that masculine energy, any kind of wounded masculine energy, toxic, like however, whatever iteration or expression of wounded masculine energy takes, it's there's varying degrees of challenge depending on how that might come through or express itself. But they're making reference to this time that we're in, and it being the time to tap into the inner strength that perhaps you weren't given, or that perhaps wasn't like shown to you through that masculine energy, through that divine masculine presence. So because there's a reference being made to inner strength. And to me, that feels very masculine, like a masculine energy. Not that the feminine can't be strong or anything. She's strong in her own freaking right. So we're just talking the masculine expression of strength. Okay. So there's a reference to the times that we're in, and it being a great upheaval. Upheaval was the literal word that I heard. Upheaval of all of this very wounded masculine energy, and tapping into the inner strength and reconnecting, recalibrating what it means to be strong or to have that inner strength, maybe redefining it, reframing it. There's a lot of rewords that come in with this, is like recalibrating, redefining, recreating, whatever. So there is that as well. And they're kind of bringing it back to you of like, I feel them bringing it back to you and say like, you got this. Like they understand from recently being embodied and being expressed as masculine themselves. They understand from a higher perspective, a greater perspective, the parts within you that feel very challenged by this. And they make reference to those parts within you that are, or the parts within you that are operating in the wounded masculine energy. Okay. And it just, again, making reference to inner strength, reconnecting, redefining, and then like, there's also a strengthening going on, really connecting to and strengthening your inner strength. Okay. Because it feels like, yeah, we were masculine, we were men, but it feels like not quite expressing that in maybe full alignment to what that could be expressed as. And it's not judgment on themselves or anything like that. It's just feels like awareness of where they are now versus them being embodied. Okay, so there's a reference to this whole masculine energy, the wounded aspects, and then also bringing it back to you of exploring that within yourself because it was given to you. There's almost like a sentiment of like, sorry, also not sorry, because it's going to help you find your own power. Okay. Like everything serves, even disempowerment serves. Disempowerment serves us to find our empowerment. We don't always have to learn that way, but that's how some of us are learning. That's how some of us are learning. I'm just listening to see if there's anything else that they want to bring through. It's really a reiteration of like, it's time to tap into that inner strength and know that you got this, and like really tap deep within, because going forward, you're going to need it, especially in these times of upheaval, of, where everything gets really chaotic and everybody's shadow is coming out. It's time to know your inner strength, and it's time to even divest yourself. Again, the opportunity, the invitation to divest yourself of the wounded masculine energy. Okay? And realigning that energy when you're ready, when you're willing, etc. Okay? So there's that as well. Other than that, they say we're still with you, we're still guiding you. We got that. They're making reference to the directional, like having good sense of direction. Again, it's like, we got you, we're guiding you from this place, this space. And they're kind of saying that's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. I'm just going to release them. And say thank you. Okay. All right. Megan, let me know. I do not do pregnant readings or anything fertility, anything like that. That's the only thing I do not do. Thank you for asking, though. Okay, let me know, Megan, how that went, how that resonated for you. Okay, and I got Jennifer. Jennifer, where are you at? So right now, I do typically offer free readings on my lives, but right now I'm doing the paid readings that were the donation based readings that people have requested to get on the list. Okay, so Jennifer is here. Okay, tell me how I can be of service, Jennifer. Were you looking for energy work or mediumship? Whew, that was a lot of energy. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Megan said, I definitely teared up. He was the most recent family member to pass. Both of our parents passed. Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. And I'm glad that that could bring you some comfort and some You know, I'm glad that that could bring you some comfort. Thank you for allowing me to facilitate for you. I really appreciate it. Okay, Jennifer says, I don't know if it's my health or anxiety, but I'm in a very bad place in my life. Okay. What are you looking for, my dear? Are you looking for energy work? Then is that what I'm assessing from that? I need some more water. Holy cow. Megan, would it be possible for a medium to tap into my mom's energy specifically? Yeah. Um, is she past two, Megan? Um, Jennifer, I'm waiting for you, my dear. I haven't seen you, 13 years ago. What's really interesting is I did feel a faint, um, feminine energy there, but it was more like focused on the masculine energy that needed to come through. But I did feel that, I did sense that, but it wasn't like I was drawn to like say the things. Okay. Any suggestions? So I would actually, from what you say, it actually feels like energy work might be of high benefit for you. Um, like I'm not sure why I'm so stuck. It feels to me like, let me just tune into your energy. Yeah, when I tune into your energy, it feels like there's, whoa, that's an interesting word. I was gonna say there's definitely some, it feels like there's like some gunk. And then I was hearing you clairaudiently like grime. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It does feel like there's some stuff in your field that's causing a lot of extra stuckness. But as I go through the layers, it feels like there's definitely deeper work required of you. Like I'm talking about shadow work, looking at your beliefs, going really, really deep. You know, and that's always an invitation. That's always a choice for when you're ready and you're willing to like commit to that. But it does feel like, yeah, we can definitely like clear and clean some stuff up for you that might be of the highest benefit right now. It feels like, to give you some clarity as to maybe where to start, but it feels like even deeper levels of like self-awareness is what's really, really required. Okay. But it feels like, I can suggest energy work for now. What do you think? Let me know. What do you feel? Oh, thank you for the little finger hearts. I like it. So I went to the doctor, but they see nothing. Is it my health? Yes, I'm good with that. So I am someone who in my 20s, I was constantly in and out of the emergency room. Always going to the doctor, in and out of the emergency room and they could never find what was wrong with me. And here's the thing about our systems, the way they're in place and the way they've been in place for many, many thousands, hundreds of years, is that they are we've trained them to acknowledge certain aspects of, you know, the manifestation of like, oh, this is wrong with you. This is wrong. This is manifesting. How do we, so it's become this big, financially driven, industry that doesn't focus on wellness and health. It's money based. So they want to keep on, you know, because so that the training then is kind of there to kind of instill and train people in a way that is, it's not fully holistic. It doesn't take all of the parts of you into account. It doesn't, we're only barely now kind of starting to incorporate mental health, mental wellness and health, emotional health and wellness, but we don't fully understand, and it's not fully accepted as to like how to go about that or like how to incorporate that. It's not fully integrated into our society. So a lot of people are slipping through the cracks, like I did through many, you know, like they can never, the only time the healthcare industry was able to help me was when I broke my arm and when I had shingles. All of the other times, they just threw drugs at me and they weren't really able to help me, unfortunately, but also fortunately, because it helped me see all of the different cracks in our systems. So with that being said, our systems don't always currently take into all of the accounts of our mental health and our wellness, our energetic health and wellness, our emotional health and wellness. It's only taking into the physical manifestation, and it typically ends up being some kind of band-aid in order to keep people coming back and spending more money. Okay? That's not all of the healthcare everywhere, but it's a big part of the general, just generally speaking. That's not, you know, that's not to say that's how it is everywhere, because other countries actually do have like free healthcare and like actually have better healthcare systems. But if you're here in the United States, we have our work cut out for us. Okay. And I have my eyes closed because I'm kind of intuitively speaking and channeling the information of kind of what's coming through. So, you know, you might feel like there's some things going on, but to me, at the root of it, I will say when I had my spiritual awakening in 2015, it was great for a year. I was like, yeah, it's good. If you ever had a spiritual awakening, you know how it feels. It's like, oh my God, like you're learning all of these things. Your mind is blowing, you know, getting blown several thousand times a day, and you become this like different version of yourself many times a day. And then I hit a fucking wall, and then I realized, oh shit, I need to heal my inner stuff that I've been running from for just about 2 decades, or I'm going to kill myself. It's the inner work. It's the inner awareness. It's the self-awareness that a lot of us don't want to face because maybe we're not ready. Maybe we feel like, I don't know how to approach that. You know, maybe it seems inaccessible, or maybe it seems stupid, or whatever, whatever the case is. For whatever reason, a lot of people don't do it because we've experienced it once. We don't want to fucking experience it again. We don't want to have to revisit those stories or those emotions. But the thing is it's getting stuck. It gets stuck in the body. Those emotions, those things get stuck in the body. It disallows the flow of energy, which then causes manifestations of sickness, of illness, of disease, of cancer, etc. And because of that, then we're like, we go to the doctor, and it creates a whole cycle. Okay. It creates a whole broken cycle of things. So the inner awareness is where it's at. We can definitely clear and do energy work and go into that, which I know you said like you're fine with that. Deeper than that, the reason why they're not finding the stuff, I would say intuitively, is because there's some inner work that needs to be done. There, it feels like, because when I said, when I was like, oh shit, I need to like heal myself. I need to heal all of this inner turmoil, these inner emotional wounds, or I'm going to kill myself. I was in a place where I was literally paralyzed, not physically, but energetically. I was literally energetically paralyzed. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't do anything anymore. Physically, I had a spinal injury from bodybuilding, and I couldn't really do much at the time. So it manifested into a very great big ordeal that I then had to deal with. Okay. So it feels much deeper. It might be time for some inner work. So I would suggest, beyond the energy work that we do here today, I would suggest maybe looking for a mentor, or a guide, or just some information. Start researching on, shadow work, how to do it. I do offer those services. I don't have them explicitly listed or as like specific offerings, but if you want to come in, we could totally do a session like that, or someone else that you resonate with. It doesn't have to be me, but I would, if you don't know how to do that stuff, for anybody listening, if you don't know how to do shadow work or facilitate shadow work for yourself, that internal awareness, it would be of great benefit, I found, to have someone walk you through that 1 or 2 times until you get the hang of the process, so that you can start becoming aware for yourself. But it feels like some inner awareness is calling very strongly. Okay. So with that, yes, I am in that spot. That's where I'm at. And so tragic. I have kids. I think it's actually a really good thing that, I mean, like I totally understand what you're saying. Like, I have kids, and that's a perspective that you have, that it's tragic. I also feel like this is a great spot to be in, so that you can show your kids, like, oh, I have this thing. You're showing them how to, how you're navigating it. You know what I mean? And through that process, we learn, and kids learn of how to kind of deal with things. So I understand what you're saying there, but like there's also that part of like, you by you simply asking for help and support of like, what do? I feel so stuck. You're teaching them how to ask for help. We can't do this on our own. We're all walking each other home. Okay. So, my dear, are you ready, Jennifer? Are you ready? Yes, I understand. I just get worried I won't even leave my room. I get that. That's a very real thing that's coming up for you. If you commit to yourself and commit to becoming aware, those are things that you get to deal with. Those are things that you get to face within yourself. Okay? That's part of self-awareness. This is the type of work that I do. This is why I don't really define what I can do by saying, oh, I'm a healer, I'm a this, I'm a that. Because I've done a lot of this work for my own self the last almost 6 years. It's going to be 6 years this year in August that I've been doing my own work. And almost 5 years that I've been doing this work for others. Okay, so Jennifer says you're ready. So I'm going to have you just start breathing, taking some deep breaths, Jennifer. And if anybody else wants to receive any of the spillover from this energy work that we're going to be doing, feels like we're going to be doing a lot of clearing because I'm already clearing. If anybody wants to receive the spillover, just intend to do so. If you don't, then I might suggest you like scroll away if you don't want to receive any of that, because my intentions are that like people that are in this space are going to receive what they need. Okay. All right. So just honor where you're at. And Jennifer, take those deep breaths. Anybody else that wants to follow those directions, I invite you to do so as well. So taking those deep breaths into your heart. We're going to start at your heart. And I'm going to call in your highest self. And I'm going to just step aside while your higher self facilitates this clearing, okay? So breathing into your heart and intending to be as open as you can. Allow yourself to receive. Know that you're worthy of receiving. And trust that you're going to receive exactly what it is that you need in order to help you to keep aligning and understanding whatever it is that you need to understand or that you're required to know. Okay? So just focus on that heart, right here in the heart. Close your eyes if it helps you to focus. And continuing to take those deep breaths. So we're going to start in the heart space. Clearing and recalibrating some of this energy. It feels the most graceful way that I know how to put this is out of whack. It feels a little like, not sure. It feels very frazzled and very like staticky. It doesn't feel super harmonized or super resonant within itself. So we're just going to make some adjustments and we're going to clear some things to help create some clarity and openness within the heart. Okay? Sala. Hilas. Continuing to take those deep breaths. It's important to take those deep breaths. Keep your focus on your heart for now. Ilahai anatoho wasishikia hasa natatoho eleasikiatiana. Lihasaha natoho halase. Continue to take those deep breaths. We're just helping to clear and move some of this stagnant energy. Between the high heart and the sacral. I keep taking those deep breaths in all the way, out all the way, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose. Deep, deep breaths. That's going to help facilitate the release of what we're doing. It's going to help facilitate and help us release and clear, okay? Now, keep taking those deep breaths. And now you can allow your awareness to move wherever in the body, wherever in the body you might feel sensations or movement of energy, or wherever you feel to place your awareness. Just allow your awareness to move wherever it needs to move, but keep taking those deep breaths, okay? At this time, we're going to call in pure source consciousness. And I want you to just open up your crown and let that move in through your crown all the way down, in through your head, your face, your neck, your throat, into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, down your back, into your chest and your heart, your solar, your womb, all of your organs, your pelvic bowl, genitals, hips, legs, knees, calves and shins, feet and toes. I see this as a golden light from source, but whatever color might be showing up for you, that's perfect. Just let this energy move through you. Clearing is going to help clear anything and everything that is not yours, that is not required of you, that is no longer serving you. We're going to clear all of that. We're going to extend this energy into the earth. We're going to ask Pachamama, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, to receive all of the stuff that you're releasing at this moment, all of the old energies, the energies that aren't yours. We're going to ask her to do something beautiful with it, to help grow the beautiful things in your life. And I want you to just let all of that energy saturate and penetrate all of the different layers. Organs, skin, blood, bones, cells, your energy field, your mental body, your emotional body, all of the different layers of the being that you are. Let that source consciousness just kind of penetrate all of those layers, clearing away anything and everything that needs to be cleared in this moment. Okay, and to keep taking those deep breaths. And we're going to facilitate some additional energy work while we're at it, while that runs. So doing a little bit of energy work specifically on the feminine side. So I'm actually facilitating it on my left side, and that is typically associated with the left side or the feminine energy. So we're working with the feminine energy right now specifically to open that up. There's a lot of different layers that we're working with. And it feels like this might actually bring up some stuff within the next couple of days. We feel good. Typically when we get like some work done, some energy work, it can feel really, really good at first. And then as the layers are penetrated of our being, or as the layers of our being are penetrated even deeper, it brings stuff up to the surface. It brings the shadow up to the surface. So it feels like it might do some of that. So whatever might come up, allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to explore. Because there's a lot within that feminine expression, that feminine energy. That needs to be reckoned with when you are ready and if you choose. So keep taking those deep breaths for me. Facilitating the release. And at this moment in time, we're just kind of centering the energy in the heart. Allowing the heart to open and receive, and allowing the heart to lead, and inviting the heart to lead more. So you might feel some pressure in the head. I'm actually feeling pressure in the head. So you might feel some pressure as these energies flow out and you begin to release. Again, this energy is going to be, this work is going to continue to be facilitated by your highest self for the next 24 hours. So be gentle with yourself, and also inviting you to drink as much water as you can. We're not done yet, but I'm just kind of giving you some aftercare instructions now while we're kind of sitting here facilitating work, but there's not a lot of intonations or information to translate or relay. Yeah, there's quite a bit coming from the mental layer, which is the mental body. It feels to me, like I said before, so I'm going to reiterate it. There's quite a bit of beliefs, because beliefs create our reality. And so it feels like there's some belief work to do, some beliefs to become aware of, like, oh, hey, I actually believe this about my reality. I believe this about myself, that you're hanging on to, that's creating a lot of downward spirals. It's creating a lot of mental anguish. It's creating a lot of headache and stress. Okay? So I invite you to find, to start diving into belief work, or find a mentor or a guide that can help you, or even like do your own research to start understanding, how to facilitate that for yourself, or find someone that does facilitate that kind of work that can help you become aware of those things and help you release and start to reframe beliefs for yourself. But there's a lot coming off of that mental layer, and we're going to clear as much as we can. But again, reiterating, there is quite a bit that needs to be done from within, essentially. Okay? We can only clear so much. It has to be your choice to go the rest of the way. Okay? And that's actually a part of self-empowerment. Empowering the self, getting to know the self, getting to know your power, and understanding your power very intimately, so that it becomes unshakable, unbreakable. Okay. We're just kind of balancing at this point. Centering and grounding. Okay. And at this time, we're going to wrap you in a cocoon of light. I see white with like an iridescent sheen to it. But whatever color it comes in for you, that's perfect. Let it be whatever it is for you. That's just what I see. Okay. So that cocoon is to help seal you, seal all of the energy work that's going to be facilitated over the next 24 hours in, and actually help steep you in this energy so that it can create clarity and create understanding of next steps to take. Okay. So while we're in this space, I would also invite you or offer to you to maybe grab a piece of paper and a pen, a journal, a notebook, whatever, to jot down some notes that might come in after this. Because you might get some clarity and be like, oh, I need to do this. I want to do this. I feel inspired to do this. I feel guided to do this. Write those things down so that you don't forget. And then take action. Okay? Those are the invitations. However, it's always your choice. So you do you. You do you, boo. So it's just kind of grounding and centering and balancing this whole cocoon situation we got going on. So at this time, I'm going to invite you to come back into your body. If you've found that you've like kind of floated outside of your body, I'm going to invite you to come back into your body. Take your time. There's no rush here. You might feel a little lightheaded. Just coming back in your own time. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to your body, knowing it's safe to do so. And understanding and intending that you will receive clarity on next steps to take. That you will receive clarity on how to, what's next steps to take. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just a next step to take after this in order to meet your needs, because there's a lot of needs that you're not meeting for yourself that are being required of you, but you're not meeting them. Okay? And that's what's leading to the stuckness, the stagnant energy, because you're not meeting your own needs. Okay? It's time to meet your needs. You matter too. You're worthy of having your needs met, and it's time to meet your own needs. Yes, you have kids and you can meet their needs. That doesn't mean that you neglect you or that you abandon you. Okay? So coming back. I'm just going to give myself some time to come back, because that was quite a bit. Alrighty. All right, let me know. Oh my goodness. Let me know how that goes, Jennifer. There's no rush. Jennifer says, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any extra support, or if you feel like guided to me to help facilitate for you in any way. I'm always here. Okay? You're very, very welcome. Oops, what's going on there? What's going on here? I am seeing, I actually had someone else pay for a reading. Benjamin, are you here, my dear? That was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah. I feel a lot of pressure in my head too. It's moving out. So my best advice here is to drink water after this or right now, and then eat to help like ground that. Do 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 do. Okay. I'm looking for Benjamin. You're welcome. Jennifer says, I will. Yes, I will definitely appreciate you. I appreciate you for the donation and the exchange. I really appreciate it. I really do. Benjamin, are you here, my dear? Benjamin paid for a reading, it looks like. Or if anybody paid for from an account that has Benjamin's name on it, let me know. And then I will do that reading, which I totally appreciate it. I'm not seeing. Oh, you did. Is that you who paid? This hippie chick, is that you who paid, my dear? From that account? Kira. Yeah. Is that you that paid? I was still logged into his from doing his. Okay. All right. Cool. So you're still paying. All right. So you paid for a reading, my dear. Kira. Yeah. Oh, Kira. Okay. But that's how you say it. Okay. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. So what can I do you for? It looks like you paid for a reading. Thank you so much. What kind of reading would you like? General, love, you do have a question, etc. And then this will be my last. I feel like that's going to be my last because boy, that's been a lot. It's I'm just about tapped out. I don't know, general reading. Okay. So mediumship is always is 33. So I won't tap into like if anybody's around you, but like I can definitely do you like a general reading. That is totally doable. So let's go with that. There's so many things going on, so maybe a general might fit. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's your it's your reading, my dear. So you let me know if you would like energy work or mediumship. It's 3-3. 20 is 20 minimum for readings. Okay, give me 2 seconds. All right. It sounds like mediumship is on the docket, and that's gonna be my last one for today because holy shit, that'll be me and I'm spent. Yeah, I got you. It's actually okay. Wow, my list is all crazy. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's all good. It's all good. I totally appreciate it. Okay. Let me. No problem. All right, I'm gonna like swipe those so that I know that those are. I have seen those. Okay. All right. So, oh, Kira. All right. So I'm gonna just connect to your energy. You said mediumship. First of all, thank you for the exchange. As I tap into the energy and ask for spirit to come forth, I actually feel myself leaning more to my left, which typically for me will indicate a female presence. Okay. And as I'm tapping more into the energy, you'll notice that I'm clearing my throat. So this actually feels quite connected to the throat energy center, the throat chakra. What I'm actually hearing is like speaking your truth. Okay, so we'll see what's going on. But like I'm having a whole lot of like stuff with my throat come in, and that's typically like feels like that's what the main message is going to be about. But we'll see. Okay. Interesting. I actually feel like I have a female and a male. Female feels more like somewhere between like an aunt and a sister vibe. Okay. It feels like that's what I got going on. I also see like flowers coming in. I heard the word rose. I don't know if that's necessarily connected to a name or signifying, referencing to a person with a name like of a flower. Not quite sure, but I'm just kind of giving you what I got, what's coming in. Because I see like this really pretty like flower, I don't know, it's not really a decoration, like this really pretty like it's not a decoration. It's just I see flowers with this female present. I see flowers, or with this female person, I see flowers. Okay. Is that something that makes sense so far? If not, that's okay. Okay. Yes, fake blue roses. Okay. All right. They don't come in blue for me, but as long as you make the connection, that's all that matters. I just keep seeing flowers all over the place. I'm like, okay, there's the flowers. So would this in your mind, would this bring you to a specific person? Would you know in your mind like who this person is as I'm connecting to this energy? Because we have to confirm the people, who the people are, and then they bring through like the messages. Okay. All right, cool. So thank you for that validation and that confirmation. Now I can come to this gentleman over here because he's been waiting very patiently. I actually get an older gentleman, almost like a grandfather figure. I would say very distinguished, very gentlemanly, even in the way he presented himself. That's the energy, that's the vibe that I get. Not sure if it's completely bald, but from what I see, it feels more bald. Okay. I'm getting to ask you, Would you know who this person is as I'm connecting to this person? Um, would you be able to identify them? um, okay, on one of my grandfathers was a professional pianist. I don't know what he looks like though, or I don't even know what he looks like. Okay, all right. I'm actually reading Kira, Monica, but like I mean, whoever it connects you to, I say go with it. Um, okay. Well, okay, so you don't know what he looks like. That's okay. It does feel, I will say, it does feel more grandfather. It feels like grandfather energy. It does definitely feel like that. It feels, do I get pianos around this? I don't necessarily get anything else other than very distinguished. So maybe asking family that might know what, if you have any family members that might know what this gentleman looks like. It feels very distinguished, very like gentlemanly, very like put together. These two people are coming in together. Okay. So the message here, the message here comes through as very interestingly enough, there's this like vibe of, because I have a feminine figure and a masculine figure, and to me, the vibe I get, the energy that kind of comes through is like the integration of feminine and masculine, the integration of polarity, the balancing of feminine, divine masculine. Okay, so these two figures who are presenting themselves are actually coming through in a way. Again, they're directing me back to the lineage, back this way, coming through you. So the way this energy presents itself is okay. I thank you. All right. You see how I'm doing this with my head? This is a balancing that's happening. You know, like I might teeter over to one side, I might teeter over to the next side, masculine, feminine, but eventually there's this balancing effect of masculine and feminine within you that's coming through this side of the masculine, this side of the feminine. That, and the way that it comes through is like it wants to be expressed through you. Okay. And the way these two spirits are coming through is they are supporting, assisting, and guiding you in the balancing, the integration of masculine and feminine polarity. Okay. they're giving me giving me a lot right now. They're like, okay, there's a lot of layers coming in. So they're like, uh, it's because of your capacity to be able to do so. You don't really have quote unquote far to go to be able to balance these in a way that is expressed very benevolently, I guess you could say. Um, I'm missing all of the other. There was like they were just giving me layer upon layer upon layer. So there's all of these layers of information that are coming through about this balancing of the polarity of feminine, masculine within you. But there's also reference, and reverence being given to you being the cycle breaker in your family. You being that one of those points in your lineage that is breaking those cycles, breaking the patterns, and balancing that masculine and feminine energy that has been not always divinely expressed, shall we say. On either side, whether it's masculine or feminine. So it's because you have the capacity. It's part of, I actually feel it's part of your soul mission to balance those polarities and really truly express that, not just express that, but like embody that and express through your embodiment. But I really get feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, and this balancing effect that's happening for you and through you and as you. Okay. And these two specifically are, again, like the figureheads that are stepping forward at this time to deliver this, to say, oh, hey, it's me. Oh, hey, it's me. And this is kind of where you're at in the lineage. How do I say this? It's kind of like they're showing me a picture of like a lineage. And like, this is where you are at a specific point within the lineage. And this is how you're helping the whole lineage transform and transmute all of the pain and all of the suffering, and another word I get is prejudice, over generations. Okay. And so they're making reference and reverence to that. And also the other word that I hear is proud. We're proud of that. We're proud of you for being that person in this life to help transmute and alchemize this energy, this pain. Because as you heal, as you do your work, it helps them heal. It helps them transmute and heal and alchemize the stuff that's been, present within the history on this planet. Okay? Okay. I want to say last thing. There is a reference. You mentioned the garden. I keep seeing birds and bees as is this the garden that you're planning to make? I see birds and bees around it. Not quite sure what that means. I'm asking them. I'm not really hearing a full answer. It might be a synchronicity of like birds and bees. Like masculine, feminine, birds, bees. It feels like that type of similarity, but it does feel like I want to say a lot of love being put into this garden. And if you pour your love into the garden, it's going to show with the animals, the birds, the bees that are attracted to it. Okay. There's for whatever reason that's being referenced, of like referencing the garden that you're making and birds and bees. Not sure why, take it or leave it, but that's kind of what I feel. Okay. And lastly, there's so much love, so much love, so much love and pride and reverence being like given to you, gratitude given to you at this moment. And just as you live, as you breathe, as you are. Okay. They're just sending you all of that love. The word I keep hearing is reverence. They are taking a step back out of my field. I'm just going to go ahead and thank them personally for showing up. And delivering the messages, however obscure or accurate they seem to be. Okay. Kiara, let me know. Let me know how that resonated. Whew. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely scroll through these comments. Wait. I'm gonna scroll through the comments. Yep. Holy cow. Okay, he had to dress as a more distinguished man because of his job. Wow, that makes me almost throw up. I'm a female who is a diesel mechanic, and emotionally, I am a too strong of an independent woman. I also a giant crybaby on the inside. It was just my birthday, and tomorrow I go pick up my mom's ashes. Wow, I was in the hospital when she died. Wow. And her father, whom I never met, was there. She was, that gives me a lot of, like, she was talking to him 30 minutes before she died. Wow. Every single day since she passed, everyone's told me how proud she was and how proud they are of me and my accomplishments. I have put bird feeders and houses all around my house so the dog and cat can snuggle and watch, and the flower garden is meant to help bumblebees. Wow. Okay. Leaving you alone till you read everything I said. The only one who was even kind of right. How funny. Whew. Yeah. Wow. So it did resonate to some point, to some degree. I always say take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I can be wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that sometimes I could be wrong. But it sounds like it was pretty spot on. But know that is what they were bringing through. And thank you so much for the donation and for honoring me by allowing me to read for you and do some medium work for you. I really appreciate it. Holy cow. But don't we all? I don't remember what I said, so I'm not sure what. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yeah, it's too much to scroll all the way up. There's a lot, but I seen most of what you said. I really appreciate that though. So yeah, that is going to be me because I've been on here for several hours for today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. So I'll be back tomorrow with more free readings and more paid readings as well. I appreciate you too, Kira. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for honoring me. I appreciate it. And yeah, you can always contact me directly to get a private reading, or just, and I invite you to come back tomorrow or Tuesdays through Fridays to receive free readings, because I do free readings, paid readings. It's all kind of mixed in there together. So until then, until tomorrow, that's all I got. Have a beautiful night or evening or morning, wherever you are. A beautiful day. And I love you. Infinite love and blessings. And remember, we are all in this together. Bye.